you have the opportunity to kind of help people in a unique situation and a unique place in their life where they tend to be the most vulnerable. Once I kind of got a little bit of taste of that ability to be able to help people and kind of impact people in that way, I kind of just fell in love with it and kind of said, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm the first doctor in my family. So I was a member of the OMSP program, the Osteopathic Medical Scholars Program. I was part of a couple different student organizations, but one of the main ones that I kind of hung my hat on was the SNMA, the Student National Medical Association. Right when COVID hit, it was difficult, but I would say because of the experience that you had the early part of your first year, you kind of got your own rhythm. But the transition of not being able to communicate and work with other people, that was like a bigger burden kind of that education. So it definitely changed the stress and kind of the pressures of medical school. It kind of just bared it down just on you. With the SNMA stuff, with George Floyd and responsibilities, that just was another thing kind of piled on top of the already kind of dire situation with COVID. There was a lot of times where I had to kind of reel myself back because obviously with the George Floyd stuff, it was a very emotional time for me. So I had to kind of figure out and navigate the best way to be successful while also, speaking up and kind of having a voice, or at least helping other people to even communicate or find their voice within that kind of wild time. And I'm hoping to go into surgery, a surgical specialty. Surgery is kind of the thing that, picked me a little while ago, and something about being in that OR room kind of gets me going again and just makes me really excited to, wake up and do it again, all over again the next day. Almost every single time, daily, weekly, or even monthly, I'll, have a different patient that I'll work with, and they kind of smile at me and say, "Wait, are you a doctor?" I was like, "No, not a doctor yet." I'm like, "Oh, how much longer you got?" And I tell them, and they're like, "Hey man, keep it going. You're doing something very big and impactful." To the funders of the MOCF scholarship, I want to thank you so much for the gracious donation that you have done. The work that you guys are doing is monumental to my life specifically, but also many of the other people that you're able to touch with your generous donations. And so I want to thank you so much for finding it in your heart to be able to help out